What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back again with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the Toronto Maple Leafs and what they didn't do at the NHL trade deadline today. I was at work, so this was the only time I would have to make a video. So if you guys are new here, make sure to like this video and subscribe. I know there's a ton of people that have been watching these videos. I can see the stats that haven't subscribed. Liking and subscribing helps me a ton. If you want to see lots more Leafs content, lots of streams and stuff coming up, I really want to be interactive with you guys, maybe bringing you guys onto the videos and onto the live chats that we have. So make sure to stick around for those. But I'm going to be talking about where the Leafs kind of go from here. So lots of videos coming. I want to do playoff streams, so make sure to stick around. Liking and subscribing helps a ton. So yeah, Kyle Dubas just had his press conference. I'm checking my phone again, but it looks basically like there's going to be probably nothing else going on. Kyle Dubas said that they were done, so I would imagine that means he's done. They didn't add anything else. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think the reason for that is because Kyle Dubas explained during his press conference is that he does believe that Jake Muzzin could come back, and they didn't want to, make another move because they do believe that he's going to be, having a chance to come back, and they'll have to work around the cap and stuff like that for that, which I'm not really sure what they're going to do. But a few other notes, Rasmus Sandin is going to be out for quite some time. They're not sure about Jack Campbell right now either. Andre Kasha, same thing. So there's a few injuries there, but with, added talent that they brought in, Mark Giordano, Colin Blackwell, which we'll get to in a second, they're sitting in a pretty decent spot right now. So I will add, the Leafs did sign a goaltender, Harry Sateri, what a name, at a $750,000 cap hit. They put him on waivers yesterday to try to get him probably to be the backup temporarily while Mrazek was put on waivers. He's had some really good numbers in Finland and in the KHL. Internationally, he's looked pretty good. Even in the AHL, he had decent numbers. Obviously, that save percentage is not the best. He's played in the NHL and put up some decent numbers as well. But he got claimed by Arizona. They've had 11 guys claim, which I think is double what other teams have had taken off waivers. So they got another guy taken off waivers, and it was Harry Sateri. So another guy that the Leafs lost, a goaltender that they were trying to use. So where are we at right now? I thought that maybe the Leafs were going to try to get another goaltender there last minute, but it looks as though the Jake Muzzin situation kind of kept them out of making another move, because if Jake Muzzin was going to be staying on LTIR, the Leafs would more than likely have a good amount of money to make some moves. But what do you guys think? What should have the Leafs done? I know there were some people that wanted Max Domi, but his physicality was kind of something that was overrated because he has less hits significantly than Colin Blackwell. I think Domi has less than like 18 or 20 hits this year. Blackwell is in like the 50s in terms of hits, and he can put up a decent amount of, scoring chances, and he puts up some points here and there. So I think Blackwell is probably the better fit. I know some people are looking for maybe another ad in the top six, but again, I do really put everything back to the fact that if Muzzin was on LTIR, the Leafs probably would have been in on somebody like Raquel, who went for a cheap price. Andrew Kopp, we're still looking for the details on that. The Leafs were interested in him as well, but I don't really think that there was anything too close, just based off the fact, from what we're hearing, based off the fact that Muzzin is not going to probably come back. But what we do have is Mark Giordano, $3.3 million cap hit now for the Leafs. I brought up his defensive work, and I showed you the guys that he still can put up a decent amount of points, but his role is definitely going to be more of a defensive role. And then, of course, Colin Blackwell, like I mentioned before, $725,000 cap hit. I'm sure the Leafs are going to try to keep him around next season because he seems like he's going to be a decent fit for the bottom six. 17 points in 39 games played for the Kraken. He's a little physical. He's a tougher guy for his size. I can't remember. I think he's like 5'10" or something like that. I'm going to double check. He's 5'9". So Dubas said too, like he's a smaller guy, but he's very physical. He'll throw his body around. but he's a really, really smart defensive bottom six player that, I mean, putting up a decent amount of points, 39 games played, 17 points, including 8 goals. So nothing too shabby, not too shabby there. But like, where are we at now? Where are we at now? So ignore the cap space here. I'm just assuming the playoff roster. So obviously with LTIR and everything, I'm just assuming this is what the Leafs are going to look like going into the playoffs. Bunting, Matthews, Marner. I'm interested if Kasha's back, if he plays with Nylander and Tavares, or if they move Kerfoot back up to that second line. I think the Engvall, Kampf, Mikheyev line will probably stay together. And then Blackwell on the fourth line with Spezza and Kerfoot. And you're probably rotating Simmons and Spezza, or maybe somebody else from this fourth line. I doubt Blackwell, because I think they really want to give him a shot. But there's some moving pieces. They even said Blackwell could move up and down the lineup. So I'm wondering if they even give him a look on the second line and move Nylander to the left side and move Kasha down the lineup. In terms of the defense right now, if I was just to throw out a prediction, it's going to be Riley Lyubushkin, or maybe even Riley Liljegren, Giordano, Brody, and Muzzin and Sandin, which, I mean, this blue line looks a lot deeper with Giordano and hopefully a very healthy Jake Muzzin. And then Campbell and Mrazek more than likely will be the goaltending tandem. I doubt they're going to go with Shalgren there. It's very possible as the backup, but we'll have to see once Campbell comes back what they do. Mrazek is already back practicing with the Leafs. So we'll definitely have to see where that goes. Liljegren and Hall will probably be the odd men out unless they have some more injuries here, or they feel like Sandin needs a night off, or they feel like Lyubushkin needs some time off, or if they go with 7 defensemen, who knows. But definitely something to look at here. But I really do believe that he's going to, or the defense is probably going to be a lot better than what it looked like before. Giordano obviously adds a lot. Blackwell does add more to this bottom six in terms of a defensive standpoint as well. So nothing too crazy here in terms of big changes, other than for today at least, because Giordano and Blackwell definitely make changes. Giordano makes a big change. You also could move Giordano down with Sandin and have Muzzin Brody, or they could go Muzzin Lyubushkin and back to Riley Brody, and then have Sandin and Giordano. Like, there's a bunch of different combinations here that they're going to have to work with, but I'd imagine they give Giordano Brody another look. They've got some good combinations potentially here, and I like the depth on the blue line now. Having guys like Liljegren and Hall as your depth pieces going into the playoffs looks pretty good. And if they can keep Giordano next year on a really cheap contract, they'll probably move Justin Hall's $2 million out elsewhere. And then your extra forwards is Wayne Simmons, probably a guy like Nick Robertson. Who knows if they try Matthew Nyes or anybody else there, Breezy. But, like, I don't know. I wanted them to upgrade a little bit more, but like I said, with Muzzin potentially coming back, they can't do anything. I thought maybe a guy like Raquel to move up and down the lineup could have made sense. Getting another goaltender, they probably could have done both had they had that extra money, because if Muzzin was on LTIR, they would have like over $3 million in cap space. And then to add, to get yourself a little bit more cap space, you might even send Liljegren down to the minors just to give you that extra little bit of money. And then, of course, Mrazek would still be down. So they would save like another $1 million there. But whatever, regardless, the Leafs look a lot better than they did before, adding guys like Giordano and Blackwell. Beggars can't be choosers, and I'm very happy with the trade. I mean, they didn't give up too much. Also, the Leafs made a trade today as well. They traded Biega for future considerations to Nashville. I completely forgot about that one. I don't think a lot of people are really interested. I know they were trying to trade Brendan Menell, but I don't think that happened either. I wasn't really focusing on him. I was trying to see if the Leafs were going to add anything. But this was just a little bit of an all-over-the-place talk about what's going to happen with the Leafs going forward. So leave me your thoughts down below. If you are new here, make sure to like this video and subscribe. Lots more content coming. Thank you for all the new subscribers and potentially to the new ones from this video. I do love and appreciate you guys as always. Thank you so much for watching. Go Leafs go. Leave me your thoughts down below. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Peace.